Good morning. This is Barbara with Enlighten Awaken. Hello, Monday. We're here to have just a casual chat about a lot of different things and also to let you know what's coming up with our meditation group, our classes, and also some of the building we've done to get started on our wellness center. So, hello. I've got the chat group up, so I am going to go ahead and see if I can't get that rolling today. There we go. I think I've got, let's see, write a comment. Hello, everyone. Okay, we're there. What's in a Monday? Mondays are interesting. Mondays are get refocused from a weekend if you've been doing lots of different things or just resting over a weekend. Monday has a stigma to it. It's usually like, oh my, back to work. I like to say, oh boy, it's back to work. A lot of people have Monday off too. So a label is a label. A label is something that maybe we should begin to think a little more broad about it. A label is something that we give to ourselves. We call ourselves a certain name and we put on an outfit so that we have a look for how we want to present who we are. Labels are create status. They create different things. When you're talking about meditation, when you're talking about giving yourself a little bit of respite or a peace or connecting to the universal source and to your personal religion, your personal spirit, your personal God, or just plain getting a little bit of a break in the course of your day so you can refocus, there's a lot of different ways to meditate. There's the Zen wellness. There's you can go ahead and exercise and meditate at the same time using Tai Chi or Qigong. You can just kind of rest for a couple of minutes, stare off at a beautiful spot that you're staring off to, and just give your body a chance to calm down for the day. Meditation can be done in many different ways. My favorite is taking a couple minutes and refocusing. That gives me a little bit of the ways to say, hello world, hello sky, hello air, hello. It's a way to pause. It's a way to pause in your day. It's a way to concentrate on maybe getting some spiritual enlightenment. It is a way to go ahead and communicate with yourself, to get in a quiet space, to have your tone down, to have your breathing, concentrate on your breathing. What's my body doing today? How is my body actually functioning today? It is a way to throw energy into or concentrate on energy into a space where you might want to, if you're hurting or if you feel stuck in a space, if you're just a little stiff. Don't we get up in the morning and we stretch and we yawn and we go, how am I doing today? What do I need to do today to get rolling? It's a personal breathing, functioning, getting rolling, getting started, and focusing on what you need to do for the day. Whether it's Monday, a lot of people, like I said just before, a lot of people have Monday off. That's their day off. So they're settling back down. A lot of people are retired, and so they don't really have a special day. They can choose days. They can stay in a schedule, or they can just say, today I am going to go ahead and do what I want to do what I need to do for myself, and then also for my own spiritual enlightenment, wellness, wholeness, read a book, do this or do that. There's a lot of ways to enhance your wellness. I was just telling someone the other day, I'm like, oh my gosh, I looked at my shelf with all my cookbooks, and I think I have 25 cookbooks. And among those have been collected some since 1978. Actually a little bit before, because I've inherited the cookbooks from my mom and also from my grandmother. There's a myriad of ways to cook a meal, to give yourself sustenance, to go ahead and give yourself a little bit of pleasure because it tastes so good. Hey, Sean, how you doing today? All right, I think I got the buttons, so I'm getting some comments. Hello. Ask questions. Ask questions about meditation. I was talking about food just a minute there. Food is like a meditation. When you're cooking, you're in the zone. You're smelling colors, on the enjoyment of the smell, the enjoyment of what you're presenting, and then you put it on the table, and everybody, if it's really good, everybody gets quiet. They're like in the zone of, oh my gosh, this is great food, and they're allowing their body to enjoy the moment, in the moment. Meditation can be kind of looked at like that. You're in the moment, you're taking time to see the world, to see where you are, and to see what you can learn. For instance, I'm looking out my beautiful window here in my office, and the trees just had a breeze through them, and it's expression of nature. It's expression of living, of life. To go into yourself with meditation, to listen to yourself, to listen to your higher self, shouldn't be such a hard task. It shouldn't be such a ritual type of thing where you come out of it and you don't feel like you've got anything out of it. This is one of the things I like to teach in Enlight Awaken. I like to teach how to go into meditation, how to go into a state of calm and peace. Maybe you're just wanting to figure out how to stabilize your breathing. Maybe you're just wanting to have a moment of peace, to accomplish blanking your mind out and not have all the thoughts of the day. In one of the meditation sessions, we go ahead and pretend that all your thoughts and all your different things are either bubbles floating away or up into you can always get them back again because they're just sitting out there. They're birds, they fly off, and they give you a little bit of peace. When you're done with a meditation session, you go back and you can focus on your items like they're a whole new outlook. You can get an outlook on what you were looking at. It's kind of like pushing it off into the distance, observing, being the observer, just kind of not being emotionally engaged with your thoughts, and get a better perspective and look on it. A lot of times when we're in our day, we're in our mode of really being busy and really trying to accommodate and service and process and getting new things thrown at us. We don't get that chance to step back for a couple of minutes. That's one of the good things about the 2 or 5 minute meditation. You can take a minute, even if you've got a lot of commotion going on around you, you can take a couple of minutes and you can just tune out, basically. Not tune out so that you're not there, you're aware. However, you can calm yourself, you can set your emotions aside, you can set your peace aside, you can set everything aside, and you can just be. You can be yourself. You can listen to yourself. Maybe you'll get an epiphany or an idea of, I know how to attack this problem. I've got it. It just, you're breathing, you're centering, listening to your inner self, getting a little peace about yourself is high. I'd like to see a couple of questions here. That's what the Monday's for. Excuse me. I'm going to take a little bit of my Monday coffee. This is a chat. This is an open group chat. So start asking questions. My mom popped down here a little while back, and of course, thank you, Mom. I appreciate you always. She's often asking, well, what do I do? How do I do this? There's no special way to sit. When you're 90, you can't exactly sit on the floor cross-legged. There's seniors' ways of going into meditation and being relaxed and being stable. You can get into a comfortable chair. You can get your spine straight. You can do the things that, I think, I'm a little crooked here too. You can get yourself centered, and you can decide what it is that you need to do for your own personal space, your own body. I like to, in a session, I like to have several different ways for people to engage, several different ways. Some people will lie on the floor because that's how they can relax and they're most comfortable. They get a mat, like a yoga mat, and they're on the floor. Others like to sit up. They might have a tendency to fall asleep once they go into meditation. So they want to stay a little bit more alert. So they'll sit up, whether they're sitting in a lotus position or it's just sitting cross-legged or just straight out. They'll just sit on the floor and be centered and be aware. Others like to sit on a chair. They can't exactly, because they're going to get stuck on the floor. They can't exactly get up again. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. I have recently, you'll see on the site, I've posted several different items. I posted the connection to Zen Wellness, which the center is out in Arizona. You can connect to that. Zen Wellness promotes meditation, Tai Chi, and Qigong as a process for all age groups to center into where you are in your life, whether you're metal, fire, earth, water, where are you in your physical body and where are you in your life, and how can you move, breathe, and enhance your well-being into your lifestyle. A lot of this sounds pretty much like it's from the Eastern religions. However, we're finding out here in the West that your religion is a thought and a process of meditation on your spirit. There are many different types of religions. A lot of them have a lot of similarities. I learned a very long time ago that a lot of religions have a lot of similarities. When you're in prayer, the triad, the three, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. When you're in meditation, you have a triad as well. You have three stations. When you're in exercise and meditation, you have a triad and three stations. So it's a lot of similarities. There's a way to meditate within whatever your lifestyle is like. Let's see if there's any more questions here. And I thank everyone for being here. Thank you. This is exciting. Let me go ahead and switch over to another screen. I hope you can still see me. And on my chat on that screen, I'm seeing a few people, but no questions yet. If anyone wants to ask a question that I don't say your name, you're more than welcome to go ahead and ask that question. You're more than welcome to try and stay anonymous if you wish. I was joking to myself and this morning. I remembered when, because I watch a lot of videos where they say, hi, so-and-so, hello, John, hello, Mary, hello, George. And a lot of times I want to chime in, but it's like, no, don't say hello to me. Or I want them to say hello because that feels good. But I don't know. This kind of shows I'm dated. There's romper room, long time ago, they used to have a little glass, like a mirror, and they'd go into the mirror and they'd say hello to all the children, and it just made them feel really good. And then a lot of the children, when they actually got on stage, were very shy. I was on TV years ago. I think I was about 6 or 7 years old, and my mom was on there doing, we were from Hawaii, and she was showing a little bit about hula and the dance of hula. And I was hiding behind the skirts of my mom, very shy. But once I realized that I was just there talking to someone, it was very comfortable. That's kind of like how we treat a lot of different situations. We are shy and a little nervous in joining the group, in joining what there is, in joining into and not quite knowing what we're supposed to do because it's brand new, because it's something that we have not done before. So we might decide to hide behind the curtain a little bit, but jump out. It's a new experience. It's something to explore. It's something to add to your repertoire of who you are. It's not an item like I'm here. Didn't exactly want to go live on Facebook, but I'm here. I'm here to discuss some of my thoughts and ideas. I'm here to share, to go ahead and explain the collective outlook of how I feel that a lot of the different arts that are available to us are helpful. And I don't try to put labels on them anymore. I try to just look at everything and see what little bits and kernels and pieces can I be grateful for out of what I am seeing, and incorporate that into my daily life and into the service that I do for others. or to give someone an aha moment in the course of the day to where they have a little bit different light and look on their world. For instance, in graphic arts, when you're looking at colors and you're looking at different things, we're taught just the basics from our box of crayons that we got when we were in school, and there's red, blue, green. We learn the different basic colors. And then we look out into nature and we go, that's not exactly red. That's not exactly, that might be a little red and blue. What color is that? So there's a lot of diversity in color. And when you start experiencing in all those different colors, you're actually having an emotional response to that as well. It can be pleasure, or it can be a little bit of foreboding. This helps you to immerse yourself into your world and experience what's out there. We also work with color therapy, with going ahead and which relates to the chakras, but also relates to your own emotional levels and your own internal self. What are you attuned to? Are you attuned to a blue? Are you attuned to a red? Well, where are you at this point? That also goes back and stems back to, are you fire? Are you water? Are you earth? Are you metal? I'm kind of like in the metal stage now. I'm a little stiff. I'm a little too want to look at perfection a little bit too much, which I need to sometimes meditate and relax myself and say it does not have to be perfect. We can work on this. We can flow with this. Maybe you'll discover something new because you weren't trying to make it so perfect. So this is a new adventure for me as well. I've got Master Leon with Zen Wellness, who is helping me to learn that. Metal is also a age stage, and then also a stage in the course of a year. So you can learn that if you click on Zen Wellness, and which is on Enlighten Awaken, one of the postings. You can click on there and go through and learn quite a bit. I've also posted in there a new smoothie chart, which looks like a color chart, which is kind of cool. It's the colors of the different foods and how they relate to your chakras, how they relate to where you are and what you're trying to do for your wellness or for your exercise. There's so many ways that you can go into exercise, meditation, and enhance your life and make it better and try to go into a new stage of your life. I was in the graphic arts business for years, working with tourist publications and different types of helping advertising to help people sell their wares, sell their products, and also to invite people to beautiful resorts and beautiful wellness centers. And it taught me a level of peace and a level of connection that I had not been connected to prior in my world. It enhanced my world, plus enhances as the sharing goes with the image and the words it shares with others. There's so many ways within the diversity of this universe, and then also within the diversity of the practices of exercise and meditation. Now, I've been talking here for a long time, and I see that I need to probably do a little more advertising because we only have a few people here. I appreciate Jackie being here, and I also thank John for joining, and also John Miller has joined. And I just want to say hello to everyone. I want to hopefully build this into a live chat where people can start asking questions. I'm going to go ahead and take a short break. It's almost lunchtime for a lot of people. Maybe we can get a few people on here and we can start with a little chat. So let's take about a 2 to 5 minute break, and I'll be back at 12 o'clock, and we'll go ahead and start again and hopefully have a few more questions. I'll go ahead and look in the commenting zone. If you've commented in the commenting zone, I can go ahead and reply to you there, and I can respond to any comments that are in there after this viewing and in live chat. So I appreciate you being here. I thank you for being here, and thank you for engaging into this conversation of diversity and multiplication of how the different ways are that we can enhance our world, experience our world, and enlighten our world. Thank you for joining. I'm Barbara Lawson with Enlighten Awaken. Bless you. Thank you. Namaste.